Good afternoon, Instagram family. Good afternoon, Facebook family, and welcome to another session of Business Strategies and Tips with Lady L. We are talking about business credit this week, and the subject that we're going to talk about today is going to be common mistakes that causes credit report errors. We previously talked about the pitfalls that you want to avoid and that will stop you from having good business credit, some things that you need to have in place to establish good business credit, what is a business credit score, what it's called. We talked about that. For any of the sessions that you've missed, please go to my YouTube channel, Lady Verne, Ladyverne, and listen to those series so that you can get caught up with us. Invite a friend, invite another business colleague, because I'm sure every business has some type of challenge or needs more information or clarity or understanding on business credit. So, some of the common mistakes that causes credit report errors, and some of these are going to be synonymous with your personal credit as well. Inconsistency with your personal information. I can't stress it enough. When you get that free annual creditreport.com and you get all three of your credit reports, make sure that all three credit reports has the same exact personal information. If you have that middle initial, if you have that senior or junior, make sure that across the board, all of the bureaus, even in business, that your business information, all of that business information is consistent. Your business address, your business phone number, your business website, your business email. Make sure that all the bureaus across the board, personal and the bureau for the business, that all of that information is the same and it is correct. I don't care if it's one letter off, it's incorrect. Fix it. If it's one number off in the address, whatever, fix it. You want your information consistent. It also says to the lender or the philanthropist that wants to give to your organization or your business, whatever it is that you're doing, that you are studious enough to dot your I's and cross your T's, that your business means that much to you to make sure that your information is correct. That is critical. Another common mistake on credit reports is insufficient credit file or no credit file. It may be because the file does not list all of your credit accounts. So if you're taking from your spreadsheet all of your credit accounts, you're making sure that all of that information is properly filed. You want to find out, because all credit companies don't report to all three, but find out what their core reporting agency is, and make sure that that information is that okay, well, this one doesn't do Experian, but it does this one, it doesn't do this one. And then when you're looking at your paydex, you're looking at across the board that all of your information is updated compared to your spreadsheet, so that you are getting the full benefits of having good business credit, having good personal credit, making sure that you are positioning yourself for the maximum benefits of being able to apply for business credit. Common errors to look for. Someone else made a clerical error in reading or entering your name or information from a handwritten application. That's why I highly recommend, if it's a fillable form, fill it out on a computer where it's not in a position for misinterpretation. Make sure that your writing is clean and concise. And even if you've done all of that and it's still wrong, it's okay. Just tell them that you're disputing it and correct it. Similarly, loans or credit card payments may inadvertently have applied the wrong account number. So on your spreadsheet, not only are you looking at who the creditor or the lender is, how much, when is the due dates, what is the statement dates, you want to make sure that the account number, list the account number for each one of your credit resources, so that you're checking your statements. Don't just look and say, okay, here's my balance. They got my payment. Put it in the file. No, check all of your statements. Make sure that the money is addressing to the right account, because then that makes more work for you, and you may have multiple accounts. So you want to make sure that the right payments are going to the right accounts so that you are getting, again, accurate credit information for other resource purposes. Errors may have lenders seeing double because accounts have been repeated on there more than once. If you have more than one open credit line, again, it's detail. Because each credit line has its own account number. So make sure that your information is clear and concise. If you close a credit account, make sure that your report does reflect that it's closed by the grantor, making it appear that the creditor closed the account and not you. Now, if they did close the account, you need to know why, because that could be a negative towards you. So you want to make sure that there's a mutual understanding of why that was accounted for that way through the creditor, and that they're making a note as to why. Now, for those that may have family problems, if you're divorced, please make sure that your former spouse debts are not on your report. Every household is different. Some households, they blend everything together. I don't really advise that from a credit report perspective. Look at your household finances. See who will put your name on this, and this. You put your name on this, and this, because even though you're a couple, from a credit perspective, you're still two individuals, and they are looking for you to be responsible. So work out, what roles your household wants to play in that arena, and make sure that you keep up with what's in your name. And, do what family does, and make sure that your household is at peace and your household is set up. Your business is at peace in that arena, as far as you may be in business with your spouse. Make sure that you all have made those decisions in advance of who's going to take care of what situations, and man up and woman up if there's a division among you and you see that you have to go your separate ways. Man up and woman up, because at the end of the day, you're still going forward in your life. So part in peace, and just make sure both of you are clean to go forward and do what you need to do. Don't use that as a hateful situation. That's another soapbox. Likewise, make sure that older bad debts that should have been removed are off, because that will keep your credit scores jiggling back and forth, lowering them even. You want to make sure that information is correct, that if it's been satisfied, that it is recorded as such, and when it has taken its duration of being on your report, some items stay on for 7 years, some stay on for 10 years. It depends on what it is. You want to keep up with your credit reports, so that as soon as it's due to come off, that you are putting into the bureaus to let it know, take it off. Credit reports have been because credit reporting companies should have removed them, from your report. Finally, mysterious accounts and bad debts could be the work of thieves who have gotten a hold of your personal information. That's another reason why you need to check your credit reports, and check your household and your business to make sure that nobody's using your company or using you personally to get what they need without your consent. You can dispute that. There's methods and ways of doing that. If you find that you're in that type of position, Spur Business Services, now known as Success Beyond Strategies, LLC, will be more than happy to address that issue for you. I want to briefly go into trade lines. Well, what are trade lines? A business trade line is a credit account between a business and a vendor. Typically, a supplier or vendor will offer the business payment terms such as net 30, some net 15, but commonly net 30, which means the business can pay for the purchase all up front within 30 days rather than up front. The net 30 account can improve your cash flow for the business because that will help you monitor your cash flow statements. It will help you monitor your receivables and payables. So that's important. And that is to your advantage. When you understand what you're doing, when you have that spreadsheet that just gives you that overall summary and you can see every week who you need to pay or every month who you need to pay at any given time, you're able to maneuver your cash flow so that you can continue your day-to-day operations of your business. Credit cards, loans, leases, and lines of credit can add financial trade lines to your credit reports. Trade accounts with vendors or suppliers, such as a net 30, can add vendor trade lines to your reports. Now, let's talk about some pros and cons, because there's pros and cons in everything. But when you know and have done your research and your due diligence, your pros can outweigh your cons. Pros, it's easier approval than your standard loan. It can improve a business's cash flow, most definitely. Often available to startups and established businesses. So if you're brand spanking new, and you're putting all your ducks in a row as previously in our classes, then you are ready to be that good target. Make sure that you're not a deadly target, but a good target to get business credit. On-time payments help builds business credit scores. Online payments help builds personal credit scores. Period. There's no way around it. Pay on time, pay in full, and you'll be on the go. Now, the cons of trade lines, credit limits may be small initially, but I don't consider that really a con, because if you're new to the business credit game, that's probably the best thing for you. We talked about even considering small business credit that is secured, so that you could get your groove and get your momentum, and before you leap into unsecured business credit. Limited to purchases with one vendor or supplier. That could be a downside, but it's a good side because it gives you the ability to be particular about who you apply credit for. Don't get a whole bunch of random cards that your business doesn't even use, and your personal will use too much and mess up your business, and it's just a big mess. But be strategic in the vendors and the suppliers that will give you the benefits that you need to help your cash flow, give you that net 30 so that you can get equipment, supplies, things that you need to actually generate revenue for your business. New businesses may be charged fees because you're new. They don't know who you are. You have to prove that you're credit worthy. So just go with the flow of it, understand the terms, read the fine print, ladies and gentlemen. Please know what you're getting into with any form of credit. It may forfeit a discount for a faster payment. So sometimes you need to check and weigh the difference. Is my discount valued at more if I just pay on time? But what do I lose if I pay it quicker or faster? What other discounts do I forfeit that you're going to need, and that when you look at your balance sheets and your spreadsheets, take advantage of your discounts, especially if they are in your favor. So with that being said, thank you so much again for joining me for Business Strategies and Tips with Lady L. I will see you this time tomorrow, same time, same station. Thank you so much. Visit my YouTube channel, Lady Verne, that's LadyVerne, where you can check out all the other previous shows and sessions that we've had. Use them as tools to help you at least form some ideas of what you want to do. And if there's any assistance that Success Beyond Strategies LLC can help you, you can go to our website, Success Beyond Strategies, that's STRATEGZ.com. Fill in the pop-up screen with your information, and we'll be more than happy to follow up with you to make sure that you are on your journey and on your way to a successful business, because building strategies becomes successful actions. Have a good day. Bye-bye now.